Alright there, YouTube singers. This video will tackle the text to Tu che di gel from Puccini's Turandot, which is apparently the proper pronunciation for the opera. From what I've heard, Puccini used to say Turandot, but if you look on the RAI site, in the pronunciation dictionary on the RAI site, they will have it listed as Turandot, which presents a problem in the opera because if you want to be proper, you need to do it, but then you end up having to sing this ot on high notes throughout the opera. So this is a video mainly for pronunciation, and it comes to you from the perspective of the non-Italian singer. So if you want to get accentless Italian when you sing, improve your Italian, you're getting the note that your Italian's not so good, you're a student of this aria, or you're a pro just trying to hone your Italian, this is the video for you. What I will do is I will go through each word and all of the mistakes that could possibly be made. If you take a moment and look below in the description of the video, you'll see I have several links for shameless promotion to my PayPal site, to my various websites, and the most important link is to the pronunciation dictionary, the RAI site. I love this site. You can pretty much type in any word and it will give you the pronunciation, open and close vowels. And what I love most about it is the phrasal doublings. It acknowledges the existence of phrasal doublings and non-phonetic Italian, and that's the thing that I'm all about when I've coached my clients in the past. I started this channel for my coaching clients, and if this channel does help other people, I don't know, this is great too. Coaches can also check out what I'm doing. There's no copyright on this. This information has been around. I think that maybe I might be the only person who put it all together in one place. I found all of this information in books and various sources, from interviewing people, from listening to singers, from accompanying great singers. And when I lived in New York, I was very fortunate to meet lots of people and have these discussions about Italian and the Italian language. So here we go. It's a very short text. It's Liu's aria Tu che di gel. So I will go word by word, first of all. So the first word, tu, is a strong monosyllable. What I mean by that is it causes a phrasal doubling. Okay, so you have a lot of one-syllable words usually will double the consonant of the following word. So the K, the next word, which is a closed D, is also a doubling word. So you have the choice of either saying tu che di gel, so you double the D, or you can say tu che di gel. And Puccini in this instance has made the choice for you, because you have to sing tu che di gel, right? So he actually spaces it out for you that you're doubling the C. Okay, so the word di is of, and it is a weak monosyllable, so it does not cause a doubling. So if you have Evelina Colorni's book, or if you've heard of Evelina Colorni's book, I would suggest you check that out. It's this green book called Singer's Italian. It used to be the old diction book. She lists, toward the end of the book, she lists all of the words that cause a phrasal doubling. I actually have my own handbook that I have produced a libretto series, and it lists all of her words also, and puts a whole bunch of other information in one place. When I have time, I will link to that, and I'll make it a free download for anybody who wants it. So one of the other things she does is she lists all the weak monosyllables, and you can count them on two hands. There aren't very many, like 6 or 7. D is one of them, of preposition. If you see di printed with an accent, meaning poetic for day, that was replaced in modern Italian by giorno. Nobody says di in spoken Italian to mean day anymore. that word does double. So like in the aria un bel di, vedremo, you're going to double the V, because di in that instance has an accent on it to show that it means the word day. Okay, so the word di does not double. Giallo is the full word. It's an open E. It's a stressed E, and it's open. The unstressed O would be closed, and in this case, it's cut off. So it's gial, right? Open. Okay. Sei is the verb from essere, right? So it is also open. Cinta. So this is the N going into the T. Cinta. Okay, now getting back to the rule about open and closed vowels, there are no rules on stressed. So unstressed vowels, meaning the vowel that falls on the accent of the word, is either going to be open or closed. There's more of a chance it'll be open than closed, but you have to memorize. There are no rules. So I always suggest that you notate the open vowels for your aria, and you memorize those, and you memorize a little bit at a time, so when you come to them again, you know something like giallo is open. Okay. Now on the unstressed vowels, the unstressed E's and O's, they're always closed in speech. Okay, so now there's a bit of controversy when you sing, because you'll see in some of the diction books they'll be opened, right? And again, that goes back to Evelina Colorni, and when people first started recording opera, scholars would listen to them and say, oh, they tend to open the unstressed vowel so that it's proper for singing. This in no way means that A and O turn to A and A. No, it just means that instead of it being closed down, A and O, bad for singing, it was more like shouting, like hey, oh, okay? By no means being shouted out of your throat, with that kind of pressure, but with the stretch of shouting, okay? So this got kind of exaggerated by the end of the 20th century into being written as a and aw, and singers actually taking it literally and singing them open. This, for me, I've always had way more success persuading singers to close those endings. Okay, now whatever works for you is works for you, but most of the time I would persuade singers to sing the unstressed vowels closed, right? As long as you're not shutting down your voice. It's way better for resonance. It's way better to keep your voice on one track, to keep your resonance in line the whole time. Okay, so now we've covered that. Let's go on. The word da is a strong monosyllable. So da tanta. Okay, so how do I make a double T for the next word to have that strong monosyllable double? I go up to the T, I phonate the ah, I stop, go right up to the T, and I don't say it, and then I say it. So da tanta. And you see, I can say the T anytime I want. Da tanta, right? Double T. Okay, tanta. So again, the N goes into the T and it sings on the roof of your mouth. If we talk about consonants in Italian, they're all way closer to a voiced consonant. So all of your consonants come in pairs, right? There's a voiced version, there's an unvoiced version. So T and D are related. They're dental, they're both produced the same way. The only difference between D and T is that T has aspiration, has air going through it, right? And it is unvoiced. So D has my vocal cords. T does not, right? So the Italian T is closer to D, T. You see, it's as close to being voiced as possible, and then it's unvoiced. And it's very sharp. Tanta. Okay? But not tanta. All right. Fiamma. So we have a double M. We have a semivowel. Fiamma, right? So now, semivowel does not start from a Y position in English. Fiamma, way down there. E, it starts from E position. You don't say an elongated E. So if you were to practice going iamma, alright? Iamma, fiamma, but you see it's very fast to make it a semivowel, but it starts from up there. It doesn't start down. I see that happening a lot when in singing, right? And then you're wondering why you've lost your beautiful position from before. That's where you start. Fiamma, right? Now double M, all I do is I make sure I'm phonating on the M. That makes double M. So double M versus single M. Fiamma, double M. Fiamma, single M. I didn't phonate. Fiamma. Fiamma. Okay, so one of the secrets to sounding more Italian is doubling the things that are doubled and not doubling the things that are not doubled, right? Very simplistic explanation, but yet I see the opposite happening. Okay, going on. Vinta. Again, there are a lot of N's that sing in this aria, right? Vinta. So the N goes right up to the T. Next, lamerai. So here we have an E in an unstressed position. The accent of the word is rai, right? So the E is A, right? So in a lot of diction books you see lamerai, and you see what happens. Boom, you go out, right? Lamerai. And if you catch yourself doing that, this is great because all of a sudden now you are more in line, you are more in resonance. If you go through your arias and you look for those unstressed that you're opening, oh wow, what a big difference you're going to make. Okay, anche. Okay, so here's a strange N assimilation. N assimilates. Okay, N assimilates into whatever the next consonant does. So whatever the next position of the consonant is, you are going to put N and anticipate that, right? So this one is with the middle of the tongue, right? You're going to say K. So K is done there with the middle of the tongue. So the N anticipates anche. So the N is not made with the tip of the tongue, not here. Anche. You see, for me to do it with the tip of my tongue, I have to make a shadow vowel. Anche. So that leads me to sing more legato and straight ahead. Okay, so if I were to make it with the tip of my tongue, I would have to keep singing legato, I'd have to release my tongue and then make a shadow vowel and then bring the middle of my tongue up to say the K, right? So, anche, right? Okay, so anche is the best solution. Two, we've already had that. Prima. Okay, so this R rolls, and the reason for a rolled R is that the R touches a consonant. That's it. If an R touches a consonant, it's rolled. If an R is surrounded by vowels, it is flipped. Okay, and also final R that does not touch anything on the other side, right? You end a sentence with an R, it's going to be rolled, or a phrase, or you take a breath, it's going to be rolled R. So prima, so single M, see, as opposed to double M, right? So remember, we had double M in fiamma. Now I hear a lot people sing prima. So you phonate that N for just a millisecond, it will be double M. Right? So prima, oh, double M, right? Okay, let me do it softer. Prima, oh, still double M. You see? Prima, still double M because I phonated. So the way to get rid of double M is prima. You just flip that M off and the E is long before, okay? So last note about the R is that the pitch that you are singing is on the R, and that the PR in this word is an upbeat. So the conductor will not hear the beat until you get to the E. So prima is where the beat is for the conductor or for your pianist. You understand? So you have time to roll. Prima. So we hear the beat where the vowel starts. And the R has the pitch. Prr, prr, where you're singing it. Okay, going on. D, again, weak monosyllable. We had that. Questa. Okay, all of these words, questa, quella, quello, they're closed. So here we have a stressed vowel and it's closed vowel. And as I was saying before, there are no rules. You just have to memorize. Okay? Now, when you speak, you can say questa. And see, I hiss the S, and it kind of bled over a little bit into the first syllable. So spoken Italian, you can do that. When you sing, you have to sing questa. So the first note gets all of the A, the second note gets the S. Otherwise, you do this, especially if it's a longer note, you're getting questa. And it's, hissing S in the theater too much is ugly, right? And it also, you're not phonating. So all of a sudden, you're not singing, you can't be heard, your orchestra is going to drown you out. So questa is the way you want to sing it. So it's way different from speech, right? A lot slower, a lot more exaggerated. Okay, aurɔra. So the stressed O in this word, the stress is on rora, is open. Okay, so this is a stressed vowel that's open. Now the beginning, there is no harmonization. It's a, u. Aurɔra. So no matter how fast this note goes by, you have to hit all of that. And that's a turn in Italian, right? Aurɔra, and a flipped R. There's your single R because it's surrounded by vowels. Okay, going on. Io. So the word I is technically two syllables, right? It looks like one syllable. It's always over one note. You actually have to sing two notes. Io, right? He's going to sing two notes, right? Chiudo. Chiudo. So CHI is hard. The H makes the I hard. There are hard vowels and there are soft vowels. I is a soft vowel, so CI would be chi. CHI is chi. Chiudo. The O is closed because it's in the unstressed position. Stanca. There's that N assimilation again, like anche with the middle of the tongue. Li. Okay, li is one of the hardest things for Americans to sing. It's in two parts. You have a L and you have yi. So you have yi preceded by an L. L, right? So li. So the way to practice is to do it backwards. Do yi. Just do the yi part. Yi. Now anticipate the yi with an L and do it in slow motion. Yi. Yi. Until then you go faster. Yi. 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 Until you can do it. Okay, going on. Ɔcchi. So it's open O and double C. And again, how do I do double C? Is I do a long vowel before the double C. I stop the phonation. I go right up to the C. I don't say it. Actually, it's a K sound. I go right up to the K sound. I don't say it. And then I say it, right? So basically, you can say that you can make a double whenever you want. Ɔcchi, double K. See? The space gives you the expression, right? The more of a space, the more of an expression. Right? So, oddio, I'm mildly excited. I'm really excited. Oddio. So the vowels get longer when I'm excited, and then the space of the D is longer, right? So, gli occhi. That's a good one to put up on your mirror in the morning when you're brushing your teeth. Gli occhi. Right? You practice that. Next. So this word is two closed E's, right? A. Perchè. Perchè. Right? A. And I'm exaggerating. I mean, it's not going to be that closed for singing, right? But there are stressed vowel endings. So most Italian words end on the penultimate syllable. But some end on the ultimate syllable, meaning they have the stress on the last syllable. And a lot of times you have accented E. Now, in no way is there a rule for whether that E is open or closed. Again, you have to memorize it, okay? So this one happens to be closed. There are some that are open, like the word for foot, pied, open, Okay, so perché, it's closed. The R is rolled. And now this word would, if it were followed by a consonant, would cause a phrasal doubling. But this has egli. So you're going to just elide. So it's going to be perché egli in the aria, right? Vinca, we had vinca. So it's like vinta, vinca. So except for these two ends are different, right? So vinta, tip of the tongue, vinca, middle of the tongue. So it's good to put those two next to one another. Ancora, closed. Oh, we love to open this O, right? Ancora, because we have encore. We say encore in English. Ancora. So it's closed O, singular. A, closed, in two vowels, right? Vinca, vinca ancora. Again, in the next line, we're repeating these words. Okay, next. P-E-R, closed E. A, per. Not pear. Not like a pear. Not like the fruit, right? Non is a closed O. Non, right? Now, vederlo. Vedere, all the ere verbs are closed, so it's a, vedere. And it's always good to just think, hey, what vowels am I singing, right? A. You do that in your vocal leases all the time. So don't let the R make it vederlo, right? Air, like chair. The chair vowel does not work in Italian, and it's terrible. You might as well wrap an American flag around yourself. Vederlo. So the R is rolled, the O is closed. Okay, so now when you put non vederlo together, something interesting happens. Watch my bottom lip. Non vederlo. What happened? Okay, so this is the hardest end assimilation to master if you're a non-Italian speaker. You're going to say vederlo. Right? Bottom lip touching the top teeth, right? So the N will assimilate on that bottom lip, touching the top teeth, like this. Non vederlo. Now, I exaggerated, right? So I stayed on that too long just to show you the position. If you said it that way or you sang it that way, it would be weird, right? So here's it going by in normal speed. Non vederlo. You see, boom. So fast. It's almost like magic, right? You don't see it goes by so fast. Now, what if I were to put the N in my mouth and try to sing legato, right? So, per non vederlo. So I get that shadow vowel, right? So what happens? I put the N in my mouth. Non vederlo. So to continually sing legato, the tongue has to release from the tip of the tongue has to release. I have to bring my tongue back out to do the V, right? I mean, I don't bring my tongue back out. I just have to release my tongue. I have to bring my lip up to say the V. And then I have a shadow vowel. And I'll show you the whole thing again, right? Non vederlo, right? So what happens is my legato gets interrupted and I have a shadow vowel, right? Not only that, this approach, you're about to go up to high note, right? So if you can do the magician thing where it goes by so fast, per non vederlo, your lips don't even come together, right? Per non vederlo più, that, right? So it goes by like that. So that's always the better option, is the one that stays on the outside, okay? This assimilation is not even spoken of in Colorni, right? But it's done on the Rai site, and Nico Castell touched upon it in his books. Although the explanation makes it look like it's an M, it is no way an M. It's like the V. It's only one lip, right? Non vederlo. You can't say non vederlo. That would be so weird. I couldn't tell you how weird that is, right? And again, you can't exaggerate when you sing. Non. You stay on it too long, you look like Muhammad Ali, right? Non vederlo. Non vederlo. Right? Okay? So, very fast. It shouldn't call attention to itself. Shouldn't break the legato. It should get you right up to the high note. più. And there's your last. That's your last word, right? And if it were followed by another word, it's a strong monosyllable. It would have caused phrasal doubling. Okay, so the lo at the end of vederlo is a weak monosyllable, so there's no double p. Okay, so now we'll do all the entire phrases, okay, from the beginning, and you want to have a nice arc, one down per phrase, and that helps you with your legato, helps the audience say, the audience will hear you if you sing one long phrase. What they equate with long phrases is just one down per phrase. Okay, so here we go. Tu che di gel sei cinta, da tanta fiamma vinta, l'amerai anche tu. So tu is your only down. Prima di questa aurɔra, io chiudo stanca gli occhi, perché egli vinca ancora, e vinca ancora, per non vederlo più. So you only have two downs in this whole aria, tu and più. If you enjoyed this video, please like it below. Please feel free to comment. Please share. And most importantly, please subscribe. Check out my links below. And as always, don't forget to see your coach.